world because so
What I was
yes.
trying to. Oh, I need to hold it also?
No, it's okay.
I'll hold it. Or maybe I can keep it
The
here.
tripod stand, it's in my bag. I can.
It will
Yes.
just.
There's no problem. I can hold it. This microphone doesn't
So,
capture the sound.
I can keep it far?
Yeah.
So, I was inquisitive to know about certain things, and this is the opportunity since I'm there with you.
Yeah.
Like, I was told sometime back, long time back, in fact, that a person
Yes.
is a product in his nature.
Yes.
Forms from what in the womb of a woman, of his mother or her mother. At that time, what the relationship between the child's father and mother and the surroundings around them, and that is why it is said that when the child is going to be born, you need to be happy. And if they are fighting and if they are drinking and if they are smoking or there are other problems, so the child also develops some kind of those kind of perspectives that way.
Yes.
So, is it so that the child is a byproduct of that point of time, what is happening between the mother and the father, or is it that the child is a byproduct of his or her deeds of the past karmas?
Yes.
What exactly it is? Or is it a child or the person, the transformed person into this life, is a mix of all these elements?
It's a very nice question. So, the past deeds done by that child determine what kind of mother and father the child will get. In what womb that soul will come. That is determined by the deeds in the previous life. What kind of mother and father, what will be the nature of the mother and father. That is all determined by the past deeds.
By the past deeds.
And after the child comes, in fact, you will not believe, according to the Vedas, it is known as Garbhadan Sanskar. The time when husband and wife come together, during that day, husband and wife are traditionally supposed to follow some rules according to the Vedas. Nobody is doing that in Kali Yuga nowadays. It is known as Garbhadan Sanskar. On that day, one should eat sanctified food offered to God, and that day one should vibrate the mantras, and that day one should be pure, not do any sinful act. And during that night, husband and wife in a pure star astrological tithi. There are particular days also mentioned. All those things are mentioned. It's very difficult to follow, but. And when they come together, husband and wife during that time, if it is auspicious time and if their consciousness is auspicious, then advanced soul is attracted to the womb of the mother. A soul who has already practiced who's already self-awakened in the previous lives. Such a soul is attracted to the womb of that mother. Because nowadays what people, George Bernard Shaw said, children are born on a bottle of whiskey on Saturday night. Or like people, they go and they to perform sin and the extramarital affairs outside, and then children are born. So those kind of children obviously are not self-enlightened. Those souls are like, they will obviously not have that sanskar to really. So it depends on the consciousness of the husband and wife during the sexual intercourse, what kind of soul they will attract. And that consciousness is determined by what they are doing during that day or during the past days. And the soul, exactly the moment, the soul actually, you will be surprised to know that soul actually is already come in the particle of semen of the man. The soul has already entered there. When the man has eaten food grains, the soul's or the drunk cow's milk, the soul enters into the one particle of semen during that period, and that is why the modern medical science is not able to explain. But the man releases so many sperms into the woman, but only one is fertilized.
Okay.
Out of so many, why only one is fertilized? All are not fertilized. Medical science has no explanation to that. They just say, oh, maybe this sperm is lucky or they've got some special characteristics, but they are not able to tell what are the special characteristics, because all sperms are the same. So why only that one is fertilizing into a child? Because according to Bhagavata, according to the Mahapurana, it is said that jantu karmana daiva netrena jantur dehopapatyate pumso karana retashraya. The soul enters into a particular sperm at that moment, and only that sperm fertilizes and forms the body for the soul in the mother's womb. And for the first 7 months, the body, the child is unconscious, but life has already come. The soul has already entered during that time. But because of extreme pain and the formation of the body, it is unconscious. But the last 2 months, the consciousness comes in the soul, in the body. And you will not believe that every one of us has prayed in the womb of the mother to Krishna, to God, that please take me out of here and I will search for you. I will find you. I will know you. We have all prayed.
And
to Krishna. Because at that time we remember how we came into that womb. We have some remembrance of our past life, of where we had gone between the births, between the 2 periods of birth. We have to temporarily suffer or enjoy. There are particular hellish planets where we have to suffer if we have done bad deeds. If we have done pious deeds, we have to go to higher planets to enjoy. So there is a temporary period of transition period between 2 different human births also. So we remember those and we pray for the last 2 months that I will not waste this human life again, and give me a chance. Please take me out. We have all prayed mentally, of course. Doctors can't read the mind of the newborn child. But when we come out, the trauma of childbirth, when we are pushed out, the wind, and that shock is so much that we forget those 2 months of intense prayers. We forget all our past births. We forget our last birth. We forget the pain we have to undergo during the birth. Birth itself is extremely painful. In fact, in the Vedas say that birth is more painful than death. Because for 9 months we are in intense pain. There is no place to move. It's so small, and our bodily flesh is forming, So painful. If the mother eats a chili, it starts burning. I mean, it's like a dark jail kind of, where we are trapped. We can't breathe.
And we can see ourselves.
Yeah, I mean that we are unconscious. For the 7 months we are unconscious. Because we can't tolerate that pain, that it's like a coma. We go into a coma. So much pain of the formation of the body is there. And then the last 2 months also there is intense pain. So we are praying, relieve me, but we forget that. And it's so remarkable, and that is, according to the Vedas, that is known as Maya, which makes us forget. It's known as Maya. Like Maya is the exact opposite of Krishna. Like in other religions, they have Satan and God, and Satan, devil. But there is no devil. According to the Vedas, there is nothing like a devil or a Satan. There is Maya.
So
Maya means that which is not. It makes us forget.
it is not. It is actually not.
It is not. It's an illusion, basically.
So what I understood from you is
Yes.
that the child's nature is a byproduct of the deeds itself.
Yes.
Not the womb, because the womb is a part of the deeds.
Yes.
He was attracted
Exactly.
because of his deeds.
Yes. But the consciousness of the parents and that birth will determine the child's